Hi, Ruma. Welcome back.
Hi, Shahrukh. Yes, thank you. Good to see you again.
Uh, I'm going to go straight in, all right?
Sure.
Uh, in some of the preceding sessions, we've talked about stages of leadership, and we've gone through two stages.
Yes.
The first being the control stage. Then we've also spent some time talking about uh, the relational stage.
Yes.
What comes next?
Next is what I call as the sacred stage of leadership.
Mhm.
It needs some description or it needs some leading into. Maybe let's use an analogy to kind of stack these three stages. The first stage control, so if we imagine an apartment building, it can be a high rise, it can be whatever number of floors that are there. So let's say the first 10 floors is control stage. Okay. Maybe the next 7 to 8 floors is a relational stage, or next 10 floors is a relational stage. And then all the floors above that, they are all sacred stage. Okay. So what that means is it's if you're in control stage, we are going up slowly and the view starts becoming different in every
Mhm.
floor. If we are at the higher stages, we all obviously have access to all the lower stages as well. If we are at relational stage, at sacred stage, we have access to the control stage. We have the versatility to move up and down the stages, but it's not true vice versa. That means if we are in control stage, unless we have access to relational stage, unless we have the keys to the relational stage, we cannot unlock that floor. And similarly to the sacred stage. So it's actually an evolving or an evolution journey or process, if that explains the stages well.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. So when we're talking about the sacred stage, in the sacred stage, the realization comes to the fact that we are all in service. Okay. It is beyond self. It is beyond our immediate relationships. And that's what we have already gone through, control and relational. And here we are looking at the broader, if I may use the word whole, WHOLE. So who or what are we in service of in this particular stage is actually we are in service of the whole. Okay.
How would we define the whole, Ruma?
Let me ask you, and I know, Shahrukh, you say that you're a linear thinker. And, I am more of a spherical thinker. So let's combine both our wisdoms here. So if I
Sure.
were to ask you, where do you use the term whole? Or how do you use the term whole at all in just normal, simple English language?
Uh, for me, whole would be everything. It's got the start, it's got the end, and everything in between.
Yes, absolutely. So when we use the word whole, we say, the phrases that we use the whole day, we've got the whole day, or the whole day went like this. We say you have to eat it whole, right? The whole story, my whole life, the whole earth. So we see when we use the word whole itself, it actually includes everything, as you're saying. The whole day, it includes everything within that day. It does not selectively include some things, it just includes everything. My whole life, my whole story, the whole earth, the whole universe, the whole galaxy. And then we go bigger and bigger. And, we really don't have to understand right now, here at this moment in time, the boundaries of whole, but that's exactly what it means. It just includes everything. So when I
And
say,
if I'm thinking about this, and with the building analogy that you just gave to us,
Mhm.
uh, the control style is when I'm talking about me. Relational is when I'm talking about we,
Mhm.
and now with sacred, we are saying it's everything. It's all of us.
It's everything. And yeah, that's another way of putting it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And if we simplify this, I mean, we can, again, there are various layers and nuances and understanding of the whole, but right now, here at this moment in time, if we actually simplify this, so being in service of the whole, and when I say being in service beyond self, what that really means. And let's look at, what kind of institutes around us are right now actually in this stage, in service. So let's say government agencies, right? And hence politicians, they're all supposed to be in service. Activists, religious institutes that have the intention of serving. Defense agencies, healthcare, protection, charitable organizations, and also for-profit organizations that actually keep this being in service front and center. So these institutes or organizations are actually today, even today, they are in service. But the thing is, while the intent is in service, we operate from the control stage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where these in-service intention is not fully serving its potential.
Right.
So as individuals, unless we have access to the higher floors, to the sacred stage of leadership, it's not showing up fully. It's not living its potential.
The image in my mind is the size of the building is our potential, but we are choosing to operate only from the bottom 10 or the next 10 floors because we've not yet discovered the keys to the top floors.
Yes, absolutely. And we are not even aware. We might be thinking we are on the top floor. That's what I feel you and I were doing, that's our role, that's our job, to bring in this awareness. Now, the thing that you might ask is, well, what needs to happen now, or what do you need to do to raise that level of awareness actually to the sacred level? I'm just preempting your question. So, so it is like taking the stairs. We have heard that it is, road to success is you have to take the stairs. There is no elevator, and actually there is no formula. We have talked about within control some aspects how to navigate the control stage. Similarly, we have talked one law or rule of the relational stage, and two pillars. So there are more, obviously. Now, as we are navigating or going or climbing the stairs through these stages, we start seeing, okay, there's one more floor. Okay, there's one more floor. And sometimes we can just get tired and come back into our own floor and rest. That is also okay. But awareness is key. Awareness of which floor we are in right now, whether that is, within control, relational, or sacred, and then start taking the stairs more intentionally. That is the first thing to do. And the second thing is, because we talked about whole, actually starting to connect with the word whole, whatever that means for each one of us. And the easiest access point is our own selves. We don't have to make it big and try and understand the whole universe, or what are the boundaries of whole. We don't really have to do that. What we have to do is start understanding what it means, what the word whole means when it comes to our own self. And what does serving the whole mean? And I really don't mean powerful, pampering ourselves so that we feel happy. That's not what I mean by serving the whole, but actually it means pampering all parts of ourselves, or giving attention and acknowledging all parts of ourselves, everything, as we said, whether it is the pain, whether this our joys, our beliefs, our values, our physical body, our mental body, emotional body, energetic body, psychic body. So, you see, so there are so many layers. So wherever we are at, let's start with our own selves. I feel that's the micro level whole that we can start serving.
Thank you, Ruma. I I think that's a great starting point to to outline what sacred leadership is and where we need to start with. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shahrukh. See you soon.